What's up, dudes? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we are theorizing the country called Western Sahara. You already know the drill. Let's dissect the flag. The black, white, and green, and red all represents the same. It represents that they managed to break free from the Ottoman Empire. And the moon and the star right there means that they pay tributes to their Islamic gods. And right here is something in Arabic and flash, and right here and some kind of leaves or something, I don't know. But however, the country is located in the Sahara Desert. We're bordering Morocco and a little bit of Algeria by just a tiny bit, and Mauritania. Yeah, and here's what the map looks like, and it's quite divided. Like, Morocco took most of the countries, so let me explain. Basically, Morocco wanted this part of land, but Mauritania wanted it then, so they just fought over it, like basically a conflict, but Mauritania stepped down and Morocco kept going until it reached right here. And it's still there. It's still there 2 days since. And their capital is Arran's claim, and their capital is de facto, which is Tafrari, and capital in exile is Tofano, and their largest city is Aranu, which is claimed. And their official language is Arabic and Spanish. Yes, that was controlled by Spain at that time. And their spoken languages are French, Arabic, Spanish, Berber, French. Oh yeah, they speak a little French, but they're Spanish anyways. But their religion is Islam, all of it. I don't know other religions is. The president, Bayram since July of 2016. And their prime minister, Bulgar Hamid Bonna, since 2016. That was in the same year. But the prime minister has no current date, which makes it unknown. And their foundation of Western Sahara in 1975, and reclaimed by Spain, and Republican dispute with Morocco in 1976, and still ongoing. And their area is 266,000 kilometers, or 103 square miles, 1,000 square miles, making it 77th, not general. And their 2021 population right there is 612,000, or 712,000, making it 165th. And their population density is 0.37, or 1.9 kilometers, or 1.0 or 4.9 square miles, making it 236. And their GDP is estimate, and their per capita is unknown. They have no real money in that one. And their currency is the Moroccan dollar, or Saudi Arabia, Mauritania as well. And their time zone is just as the same as Morocco's time zone. Pretty common. And their driving zone is like no driving zone, so I think road is road in that country. I don't know what it is, but it's basically no data country. And speaking of that, let's read the presidential election of 1952. That was basically 70 years ago. Whoa, dang, that was really a long time ago. But not that long ago, because we have another candidate. Alright, here, let's explain it. So, the 42nd presidential election in American history took place on November 4th, 1952. Oh, Harry Truman. When he had managed to get the country into another war, but now the United States military is acting and leading force in an organization that he helped start called the United Nations. United Nations forces arrived to defend South Korea after the communist North Korea invaded them. Back in 1950, 2 years later, the conflict dragged on into a stalemate. And that war was the Korean War, which divided the peninsula into two. So Harry Truman was not that popular. But let's explain the candidates in there. Let's explain all the problems. So Senator Joseph McCarthy's anti-communist attacks and the revolution that widespread corruption in federal employees also hurts Truman's approval rating so much that he actually ran for re-election. He cautiously portrayed the talk with Adlai Stevenson II to run, who was known as the. So I'll just basically look up at Adlai Stevenson. So Adlai Stevenson was the son or father of Adlai Stevenson I, the 23rd Vice President of American history. That is crazy. Under Grover Cleveland in 1893 to 1897. More than that in a bit. So let's explain the 1952 presidential election candidates. So Dwight D. Eisenhower, yes, he is again a World War II hero who basically people wanted to run for him for president, but he immediately declined. And this time, he's back at it again. And Dwight D. Eisenhower picked Richard Nixon, who at that time was the Senator of California. And let's explain the Democrats' candidates, shall we? Adlai Stevenson, who was, in fact, the governor of Illinois, the very first governor of Illinois, with John Sparkman, U.S. Senator from Alabama, as his running mate. But if you want to see results real quick, then I gotta show you. But here are the candidates I have to show you. Robert A. Taft, the senator from Ohio. And fun fact about Robert A. Taft, he was actually the son of William Howard Taft, President of the United States, and former Governor Howard Sullivan of Minnesota, and Governor Earl Warren of California, and General Douglas MacArthur, the General of the Army, who basically saved all people's lives throughout World War II, from New York. But let's explain the Democrat candidates. Vice President Alvin W. Barkley was in the run, and Herbert Humphrey, the senator from Minnesota, Esther Kefauver, senator from Tennessee, Robert S. Kerr, a senator from Oklahoma, Senator Richard Russell Jr. from Georgia, and President Harry S. Truman from Missouri. Yes, he was in presidential candidates, believe it or not. And this was the first presidential election to be campaigned on, in TV, in the news and stuff like that, for, videos or something like that. And he had a catchy slogan, Dwight D. Eisenhower had, I like I, with a I-K-I. I like I. And stands for I like Eisenhower. People loved his slogan, and it was kind of funny for some reasons. But here are the results. Dwight D. Eisenhower won with 442 electoral votes and 55.2% of the popular vote. Adlai Stevenson finished in 89 electoral votes and 44.3% of the popular vote. Adlai Stevenson dominated the South, while Dwight D. Eisenhower in the North. Well, Adlai Stevenson, most of it. Dwight D. Eisenhower took Texas, Oklahoma, Virginia, and Tennessee, making most of it a part of Adlai Stevenson than Dwight D. Eisenhower. And that was it for this video. Did I mess up? I don't think so. But some of it was messed up, but it's fine probably. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you have an amazing day, a great day, and I'll see you next week.